Certainly great to welcome you back to Get Connected. And one of the segments that's really important to me is a segment we call Health Beat. And this week our theme is After the Stent. We have a world-renowned doctor to give us some more insight into it, Dr. Cavendish. But also joining us is a patient that received a stent, Donnette. And Donnette, how has the stent helped your life?
Oh, well, before I got my stent, I was having trouble with chest pain. I was having trouble breathing. I was having trouble walking across the floor, climbing stairs, just general fatigue. And so afterwards, I was lucky enough that I could go back to my normal routine and enjoy life as I had been. So it made a big difference.
Well, it's certainly good to hear that you're back and active. I'm sure you love getting outdoors, particularly here in the spring, summer season. But Dr. Cavendish, what does a stent actually do?
So a stent unclogs a blockage, and there's blockages that can build up inside the stent. Patients could have heart attacks. Over 600,000 patients each year have stents placed in this country. So it's a very common procedure we're doing. And once that stent is put in, we want that stent to work forever. And patients must take their medication to keep that stent opening. And that's what we're working on with this campaign. So after the stent, patients have an action plan that we want them to adhere to. And taking their medication, that oral antiplatelet medication and aspirin, keeps the stent clear and keeps blood clots from forming. So the stent procedure itself is very helpful, but the further ongoing care over the next many months to years is critical in terms of taking medications regularly, healthy diet, exercising, leading a healthy life. We want patients to live longer, feel better. We're all in this together, and we need to work as a team.
Well, Doctor, you're right. It certainly takes a team. But why do you think so many of us, including myself sometimes, not follow doctor's orders?
Yeah, that's a great question, and we've talked about that. We're collaborating together. Mended Hearts is a wonderful organization. I belong to the Society for Cardiovascular Angiography and Interventions, the Preventive Cardiovascular Nurses Association, and we're supported by Eli Lilly and Company and Daiichi Sankyo. And this collaboration is really helping focus on those exact reasons. Why are patients stopping their medications? And we've done some surveys and some studies to look at that. And we're learning that there's numerous barriers. This is a very emotional time for patients. It's overwhelming. Patients get a ton of information. If they come in with a heart attack and we put stents in the heart, we really bombard them with a ton of information. And sometimes only a little bit sinks in, and they don't understand how important the medications are. And we try to reiterate and educate and communicate well to patients, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So we're really trying to focus on other ways we can do that with support from nurses, other physicians, caregivers, patient groups like Mended Hearts.
Well, Dr. Cavendish has mentioned it, and you're the president, I believe, of the Mending Hearts chapter in Huntsville, which you started. What do you want people to know?
I want people to know that first of all, it's important to take your medication, whatever it is that the doctor prescribes for you. It's important that you take it as directed. Second of all is that you're not alone in this. There are thousands out there who have stents or other heart issues. So it's important that you understand that and seek help if you're having problems with taking your medication, if you don't understand why. If you just want to talk to somebody who's been there, who understands what you're going through, that's basically what Mended Hearts is and what we do. And yes, I started Mended Hearts Chapter 260 in Huntsville back in 1993. So we've been there for quite a while, and we visit with patients in the hospital and talk with them about their medication, encourage them to take their medication. And we hear time and time again that when the doctor comes out and they think that their heart's fixed, and the spouse will go, oh my goodness, they fixed her heart. And that's not the case. They need to understand that it's not fixed. You still got a battle ahead. You still need to take your medication. This is a long journey, and it's just the beginning of it. So it's important that you understand why and to seek help and talk with others who have the same issues.
Well, Donnette, we salute you for being such a good leader in your chapter and making a difference. And Dr. Cavendish, before we go, just a general heart question. What do you wish we all did better when it came to our health?
Healthy diet, eat less, exercise more, and take medications as prescribed, and go in for regular checkups. I mean, those are all critical. We have some great websites. The Mended Hearts group, again, wonderful website. Donnette is fantastic. Her group is wonderful. mendedhearts.org. educate yourself. Go to these websites. And then the Society for Cardiovascular Angiography and Interventions has a website for patients called secondscount.org. So leading a healthy lifestyle, but also educating, going to these websites and finding out ways that you can improve your healthy lifestyle.
Well, Doctor, thank you for those suggestions. Donnette, thank you for your leadership and courage to be with us, and wish you continued success. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.